very good evening. Thanks for joining us here on The Big Focus. I'm Afrida Rahman Ali. We start this broadcast with the Times Network mega exclusive. We told you yesterday about the link between Moose Wala case and a threat to actor Salman Khan. We told you how the Bishnoi gang wanted to eliminate Salman Khan, and it was a stroke of luck that saved him. Today, we reveal stunning disclosures that actually talk about a bigger plot now. The Lawrence Bishnoi gang tried to kill Salman not once, but many times over. My colleague and editor of Mirror Now, Nikunj Garg, spoke to head of Delhi Police Special Cell HGS Dhaliwal, who says that even other celebrities could be on the hit list. Let's listen in.
We have with us the man in the real, from the real life to the real life action, Mr. Hargobind Dhaliwal, the Special Commissioner of Special Cell of Delhi Police, the lead investigating arm of the Delhi Police, which is investigating this case from the side of Delhi Police at least. As I said in my introduction earlier, that at least 4 state police forces, at least 4 law enforcement agencies have now closely entangled in this investigation. Mr. Dhaliwal, welcome to the broadcast. How has this entire investigation moved in the direction of a threat to the Bollywood superstar, Mr. Salman Khan? Originally, as the viewers know and as we know, this is an investigation about the Punjabi singer, Mr. Sidhu Moose Wala's killings. And he was, of course, at least a budding Congress leader. So there was politics, and there was, a flourishing Punjabi industry singer. How has this moved in the direction of Mr. Salman Khan?
See, Nikunj, as you know that the mandate of Special Cell is to look after every angle for anti-terror and big crime, organized crime, which affects national capital region and especially Delhi. So as we all know that, most of this big crime which happens occasionally does have a echo or a resonance on the capital. So we try to move very proactively whenever anything big happens. We always try to see what are its implications for Delhi. So it was while this crime took place in Punjab, we were very quick to react to it. We formed multiple teams, and we had already arrested a lot of gang members of this gang, and especially the killers who were involved in 2 very highlighted killings of Vicky Midhu Kheda of Punjab, and also in the case of international kabaddi player Sandeep Nangalambia. So since we had arrested the shooters involved in those 2 incidents and had handed them over to Punjab police, so even in this case we knew that there are implications for capital region, and we took police custody remand of the mastermind and who admitted, and we have also, we already had in our custody one of his active gang members already, and more arrests were made after that. So during interrogation, there have been, certain facts which are already in the domain previously too, and which have been highlighted about the threat you mentioned to a Bollywood personality. So during this interrogation, we had jointly with Maharashtra police in Pune of one of the main accused who was very closely associated with the 2 confirmed shooters in the Sidhu Moose Wala killing case, and in fact who made these 2 shooters known to the person who was organizing this sitting overseas. So once that person was arrested, who is already highlighted, called Mahakal, and he's involved in previous cases also. So during his interrogation, our team was working very closely with Pune Rural Police Station, Pune Rural team, and the Mumbai Crime Branch also had come to jointly interrogate Lawrence Bishnoi. So during those interrogations, to the limited extent to which we can share is that there was corroboration of some of the facts which you mentioned.
Would it be right then, Mr. Dhaliwal, to say that it was not just one solitary attempt that they took on Mr. Salman Khan, but instead it was an ongoing operation?
Yes. yes, it would be right to say that there was more than one credible attempt.
From the members of this gang, who are obviously not all of them can be in your custody, some of them you would be actively chasing, some of them would be lying dormant, some of them also would be probably not on your or other law enforcement agencies' radar at this point in time. Can we then say that this threat remains active for as long as at least the key operators of this gang or the people associated with them are either in the police custody or somehow, neutralized?
See, I would say that we have the key members actually, those who were the most active. But as we already know that there are international participants who are very closely working with them. And of course, they have many more people who have been involved with their gang over a period of time. Many of them are out on bail. Many of them would have not even surfaced, their names wouldn't have surfaced. For example, the recent example of this arrest in Pune itself, Mahakal. So his name had not surfaced much. And when we, developed information and worked very closely with Maharashtra police, we realized that he was involved in a murder case, and his main accused are wanted in Makoka case, and they have jumped, they have a warrant pending against them. And then we suddenly find out that they were also the ones who were part of the so-called third module, which was part of killing of Sidhu Moose Wala, in addition to the shooters from Punjab and Haryana, and this module was from Maharashtra. And we suddenly find that this is a very different kind of organized crime we are looking at.
There are certain more Bollywood personalities who were on the radar of this particular gang. Now, there are two questions. A, is that information correct? Can you share that information with us? And second, do you think that this is just limited to some kind of a personal vengeance or vendetta when they talk of a black buck revenge, etc., or this is a clever ruse and the actual attempt is to target a very lucrative target which gangs or underworld has traditionally targeted, the Bollywood?
See, I would say that we really can't share too much, but yes, there could be more people who could be targeted. That is developing information, and of course, whatever is relevant, we will be sharing with Maharashtra police. And in fact, we have already facilitated them in the interrogation, and they've been participating with our teams. Secondly, the personal thing, or it is also for extortion at some point of time, and there are multiple dimensions to it. So it will be very difficult to give a very precise answer to this one. There are multiple dimensions to this.
Yesterday night, a red corner notice has been issued against one of the key operatives who has absconded. How confident are you that you will actually be able to service or execute this red corner notice, and it will help you in nabbing finally this accused? And how crucial is this person who's absconding for your investigations at this stage and at the stage of prosecution?
See, this red corner notice was issued on the request of Punjab police, and I'm sure they will take it to their logical conclusion. We had gotten one of their key members deported from Thailand. So as far as special cell is concerned, we will do our part, and we will, be working very closely with the other law enforcement agencies to bring the perpetrators to justice as soon as possible.
Mr. Dhaliwal, thank you very much for speaking to a Times Network. Thank you.